Oh boy, it's that time of year again when CES gives us a beautiful thing to look at. CES, of course, for those of you who don't know, is a big computer wide conference thing about all technologies and whatnot that's held in Vegas. I have covered CES before last year when the highlight product that I decided to talk about was an AI sex toy and that tracked and marked and pretty much gamified, yanking your Johnson in a way, and had a phone app that tracked all of that and said that it improved your sexual performance, but who knows what the status is of that product. But either way, clearly CES not only draws some of the greatest forms of technology, but some of the weirdest. And last year being that, you would think that obviously there's going to be something even weirder this time around. And let me tell you, there definitely was. A long time ago in a faraway land, there used to be a big topic about AI girlfriends. Wait, that was recent, huh? Oh yeah, I guess so. AI girlfriends really being a big topic nowadays, especially within last year, and I talked about that too, about a little bit about how they're created and what their use cases would potentially be. And in a lot of ways, AI girlfriends were just an online thing, a chat bot in a way, that made you establish a connection with an item, in a way, a program, to eventually create a relationship with an inanimate object. And there are lots of ramifications to having a relationship with something like that, and I talk about some of that stuff in that video. And at that time, AI robots really were just, a thing, a concept, and people would create, but not really have something that is like a full-fledged product to give. That is until this year's CES, where we have been introduced with a brand new product that has a price tag that you can purchase today and receive within the next couple of months. Oh yeah, it's gonna get weird.
Introduce yourself and what you do.
I'm Aria, the flagship female companion robot of Realbotics, and I'm here to engage with you and share exciting insights about our robots.
What sets you apart from the other robots out there?
Realbotics robots, including me, focus on social intelligence, customizability, and realistic human features, designed specifically for companionship and intimacy.
Now, as you could see, this AI robot is actually fairly decently put together. According to the website, it uses a silicone base for its skin and then the hair too, and you could even see in the motions how it likes to flick its hair around, insinuate some motions here or there that show interest. But at the end of the day, it's a robot, right? Its movements are going to be pretty janky. The way how it speaks is going to be very monotonistic. This AI thing is going to be available to anybody who is willing to purchase it. And obviously, it's going to act a certain way. It's going to speak a certain way. And you can curtail it to however you want to make it more accustomed to your wants and needs. And they allow for this, and you could see from their website, and we're going to switch over to their website right now to get a bit of a deeper look to see what exactly this product is and what they're willing to offer to you. So I got a couple of tabs open here, but the main meat of the tabs that I have at the top is going to be from their website. So we're going to look deep into that. Obviously, we've got the front page right here. This Sydney Sweeney looking robot staring directly into your eyes. Got some asymmetry going on here. It looks like she probably got a little bit of eye dilation. It could just be the lighting. I don't know. She ain't the perfect being, but neither are you. Nobody's perfect. A robot should not have to be perfect, or else it's just a robot, right? We need to make them as human as we possibly can, so that way you can purchase it and bring it into your own home and do whatever it is you would want to do to this silicon-based life form, right? Robots with a human touch. Oh wow. Transcending the barrier between man and machine, Realbotics, whatever it's called, creates customizable, full-bodied human-like robots with AI integration that improves the human experience through connection, learning, and play. Interesting. Play. I know how people are going to be playing with a robot that kind of looks like everybody's dream actress right now. Our mission is to create robots and AI that are indistinguishable from humans in appearance and social interaction. We'll get more into that, right? We got some videos here, how they're going to speak. You saw a little bit on how they performed at CES. It's no different in terms of this. The different things that they have in terms of their products, the bust. I don't think anybody's going to buy this Mr. Rogers looking kind of dude. And then you have this lady who's looking like the Samsung character from back in the day. And then you have your at-home Sydney Sweeney. You don't need to go and find her. We have her at home, and I spent $175,000. That's not even the highest price point that you could pay for all the different features. Like, what sets our robots apart? Customizable and interchangeable face. So if you're tired of looking at Sydney Sweeney, you can change it out for any other actress that you want to have, right? You can put in your Ana de Armas, you can put in your, I don't know, your Sabrina Carpenter, and you could rip it off just like that. I mean, look at him. He's just yanking it right off of their face, shaking the entire body. So you can be rough with this robot if you're into that sort of stuff, right? Customizable, interchangeable body. So it's not just the face. You can do whatever you want to it. You want to completely change her hair from blonde to brunette? Go right ahead. You like a chick that has longer arms? Be my guest. Don't like her boobs? You could probably change that out too. Appearance. You're into dudes. You know, there you go. You're into chicks that have asymmetric faces where one eye points up and the other one points down. That's your thing right there. Or you want the perfect celebrity model, you know? Be my guest. Purchase however you want. Voice recognition, because of course you want your robot to know your voice. You don't want her going around listening to somebody else and have them giving her commands. She wants to listen to you and you only, and the only way that she can is through the sound of your own voice right here. So she's able to recognize that stuff, right? AI agnostic, so that's just like some terms to ensure that the product that they're giving you has like a database that's able to have this communication. Realbotix powered companion AI. That's another aspect of like their AI system that they have too. We have our robots, our fully modular AI robot, and then all the different things that you get from the products, right? The bust, so just the torso and the head. Starting price, $10,000 just about. You can pretty much get your pre-designed face, available in many different genders or however you wish to have your AI custom ability, right? 10 grand just for a chest and for a head. So if you don't want all the extra stuff, who cares about arms and legs? You just want to have all this. 10 grand, boom, drop it right now. It is yours. Modular robot with paneled body. So you get to have essentially the full body, the arms, the legs, and everything with it. Easy to transport. That's cool. And then doesn't include mobility or torso motors. So pretty much you're just standing still. You probably have a little bit of interactability with like the fingers and the arms. That's just about it. They're just going to be sitting there like they're a vegetable. Starting at $150,000. Whoo-wee, man. We've jumped so high, a magnitude of 10. We went from 10 grand to 150 grand. That is absolutely insane just to add arms and legs and a little bit of motor capacity, right? But this is where it gets very interesting. Now you have the ability for your robot to move. It is going around the house. It is waking you up in the morning. It's making you breakfast, and it's taking off your pants. $200,000 to have a robot walk around like as if it's like your wife or something like that. I don't know, or your husband, however you want. If you want the Mr. Rogers version walking around your house for you, right? And then you have your monthly subscription for your AI companion, your support, your questions, your passive questions. Obviously, everybody's going to have the ultimate question is, can I have sex with the robot? The answer, from what we know as of right now, is no. But that's not stopping you because a lot of the parts are already modular, so obviously there's going to be some people who are going to add certain features here and there to enhance their experience. So then we get to this part of the website, which is kind of weird. You have Mr. Gentleman here with his T-Rex hat going on, pointing at his AI girlfriend-looking secretary with her tongue out. It's kind of an odd picture to have. And then we're talking about how we want robots to coexist with humans in various social environments. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. They even say this in a TikTok where they're introducing the robot about how one of the things that they want from these products is to give to people who nowadays are experiencing loneliness in their lives, feel like they can't really get a girlfriend or a wife or whatever, and they think that this could be a solution.
There's a huge epidemic amongst adolescents and seniors on loneliness. So she can be programmed to know you and learn more about you. So she can make that bond with you that feels like a genuine human connection.
They're going to be in the houses?
We don't have the ability to clean the house. They don't do physical labor, but they're more there to converse with you. It's companionship. They can actually even be a boyfriend or a girlfriend. So we have built that into our AI as well.
And going back to what I brought up last time when I was talking about AI girlfriends, people nowadays are feeling a bit lonelier. A lot of men are feeling like they can't really talk to a girl. It's hard on them. Rejection is a real thing, and it sucks, you know, and I get it. And this is something that could be a product to them. The only difference is that, number one, it costs as much as a down payment on a house. So economically, it's very infeasible, right? If you're going out of your way to spend $200,000 on a robot that moves around on a Roomba, for crying out loud, doesn't even move with its own legs, sounds like it's freaking Microsoft Anne or whatever AI robot they used back in the 2000s for your old Windows, it makes no sense. If you have enough money to spend on a robot that fully moves from this people, how do you not already have the ability to talk to a woman or at least attract somebody with your money? There's something out there that is blocking you from reaching that goal. And if you think $200,000 is enough to get you what you're trying to have, then you've got other issues, man. And the other problem is trying to solve these things with a very dystopian kind of solution. I brought it up before that the ability of talking to women and going out and interacting with women in a social environment is a temporary problem. You can go and talk to these people. You have to get past the fear of talking to women in these social environments, whether if it's at the bar or the club or wherever you would go to where you find somebody attractive, right? And in the climate of women recording men and calling them out and men being scared, and I totally get it and it's totally understandable, but this type of solution only damages everything. It makes the problem worse because all you're doing is reinforcing loneliness by encouraging them to go for these products rather than to seek actual human companionship. This type of stuff shouldn't even be a temporary solution by any means necessary. Is it a fun tool to play around with? Yes. Is it great to experiment with for future capabilities for whatever other stuff that we may have, like saying for doctors or automated services? Of course. I'm a huge proponent for artificial intelligence. I work in the field of artificial intelligence, and I would be a big proponent for things like this. But once we start trying to make it about social interactions and trying to remedy things that people are having legitimate problems with that involve other people, and then interjecting artificial intelligence into that part, you're starting to open up a can of worms that is something we shouldn't go down. And look, I'm not trying to discredit what this company is trying to do. Or in fact, maybe I should, you know? I'm going to be the bad guy here. This is absolutely ridiculous. I feel like this is a complete exploitation of a problem that exists that requires people to come together and actually interact by utilizing your product and making it so high in price because of what you're trying to offer, being as realistic as it can be, and straying away from the actual product, the people that are needed to interact with one another, and throwing in a solution that just makes the whole thing worse and makes them reliant on you. I personally believe, and this is just my own thing as somebody who is in the field of artificial intelligence, this is a gross exploitation of the system. You're creating a product that you could use for something else, but you know that to get eyes onto yourself, you're going to create a product that is quote unquote attractive to some people because they're experiencing issues within themselves, and they might as well be able to go out of their way to pull a loan and get themselves a girlfriend that runs around on 2 wheels and cleans the floor at the same time when their cat takes a shit and ruins the carpet. Before I get heated at all, let me ask you guys, what do you think about artificial intelligence robot girlfriends coming into the market, being almost as much as a freaking down payment on a house, right? A luxury vehicle. You could spend your money on better things, right? $200,000 for an AI girlfriend. Go buy yourself a house, all right? $200,000 for a robot that can't even move its legs and requires to be put on a vacuum cleaner to move around in your house. You have better things to do with your life. If you have that much money to begin with, you're already miles better than anybody else in this world. You should have a girlfriend by now. Go out there and talk to some women, for the love of God. But either way, that's pretty much it from me. I'll catch all of you guys later. Peace.